Maybe we'll be spotting FC manager Chris Hardy after a 2-1 win over Boro Rangers. What are your thoughts on the game, Chris?
I feel fatigued after it. Feels as if I've kicked every single ball. No, we're delighted with the 3 points. Obviously, that was the objective. We've got that over the line. I think for a game that we started really well in for the first 15, 20 minutes first half, and then started well again, in the second half, it just seemed like a bit of a slog, truth be told. But fair play to the boys, we had to defend when we needed to defend, we had to get a shape, They did all of that, and clearly we had enough goal power to take all 3 points this afternoon.
Obviously, you mentioned we started well, but for me, in my eyes, as soon as we kind of scored and then Dane got sin-binned, it just gave Boro Rangers full momentum for half an hour, 20 minutes. It just seemed like they were going to score eventually, and they did eventually off a penalty.
Yeah, I think when you look at the game on the whole, I don't think Ryan had many saves to make. We've sort of handed them the opportunity to get back in the game, albeit there was a momentum from Boro Rangers on the back of Dane being sin-binned. But maybe we should be doing better on the edge of our box in terms of how we defend that situation. But that being said, we weren't out of sight. The game was still very much so alive. They've converted the pen really well and got some momentum on the back of it. We said at half time, we were a bit disappointed that we didn't take the momentum away from them, which it looked like we would do in the first 20 minutes. But then we handed them momentum and made for a bit of a very competitive afternoon that wasn't probably one for the purists.
Obviously, goal for Danny today off a set piece. Obviously, we didn't score many set pieces last season. They're good to get the first one out of the way. It's probably today, and then probably build on them with Danny and Ben or Niall being the presence up there. Yeah,
I mean, we've talked about the quality going into the box. We've talked about the quality of the receivers, and clearly we need to be doing better than what we have been in terms of the goal return in them situations. So yeah, it was good to get a goal from a set play today, albeit the ball ran across the face of the box as opposed to someone climbing high and heading home. But no, like you say, we're pleased to get, like you say, a goal from a set play.
Obviously now on to see him in the FA Cup next week. Fixtures changing. Obviously we're meant to have Gisborough, but FA Cup's meant to be playing now. Is it good to probably have a bit of a week off so you can look forward to see him? Obviously, already haven't played them recently in a frustrating game.
Yeah, I think the guys looked a little bit jaded towards the end. I think the pitch was a bit tacky today. The conditions were difficult in the form of it's blue a hooligan all afternoon. Bit of a leveller, really. Like you said, as a result of that, I think the guys will benefit from a week not on the field. We'll do some anaerobic stuff on Tuesday, and that'll get us prepped and ready for Saturday's game against Seaham.
Cheers, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you.